Hello, thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your astrological overview for week commencing the 29th of February. The Sun continues to merge with Neptune, at least in the first half of this week. And in the sign of Pisces, this inspires compassion, but also imagination. So if you enjoy photography or film or music, this is a great time to embrace those kind of things. However, when it comes to more factual strands, grappling with the detail of things, this is quite a distorting kind of influence, and it doesn't help. It can also, for some people, take away a little personal motivation. There's not going to be a lot of drive, and therefore we're going to have to try to find a bit more spark within us to overcome this overwhelming amount of water. But if you do encounter someone who perhaps is going through a bit of a tough time, your kindness or sensitivity to them is going to be something that they really appreciate. Or you could be the recipient of someone else being very warm-hearted towards you. But this can also be a time when you may soak up a lot of less positive energy, certainly in the first half of the week. So if you are feeling more fragile yourself, try to keep a little bit of distance with anyone who tends to sort of be very much needing your support, but is not so much attuned to your own personal situation. Now there is also an ongoing angle between Uranus and Saturn, the two co-rulers of Aquarius. And they're cooperating in a very positive way, suggesting that conversations and concepts which are new, novel, groundbreaking, because really with Sagittarius, Saturn's about knowledge. So if we read about things that can help us to improve our lives, it could be to do with medical breakthroughs, it wouldn't be a surprise. But in your own situation, be open-minded but practical at the same time is a wonderful combination. And they're both also linking into Venus in Aquarius, which is a very non-judgmental location for Venus. You could find yourself connecting with people because you have joint interests, or you have a passion for a particular subject. Or it's possible you may meet someone just as a friend, but this personal group of people can be enormously helpful going forwards. Mercury starts the week in Aquarius, but on Saturday makes its way into Pisces. Now, he is in detriment here because the ruler of Virgo, which opposes Pisces, is of course Mercury. So the logic of Mercury is compromised somewhat by the mutable watery energy of Pisces. So if you are trying to get anything off the ground, and it does involve facts, figures, pieces of paper, being on the ball, you're going to need to work very, very hard to make sure that you are really precise and meticulous in your approach. Mars, however, at the end of this week on Sunday, powers its way into Sagittarius. Now Mars likes being in Sagittarius. It's going to give us a lot more oomph. It's going to take away some of the limitation of Saturn in Sagittarius, but also it's going to be here for an extended period because this ecliptic includes a retrograde. So for 5 of the next 7 months, Mars will be in Sagittarius, which is very much to do with sports, pushing ourselves beyond barriers. So if we see some records being broken, particularly in the Olympics, I don't think it's going to be much of a surprise. However, just as this week draws to a close, there is a great link between the Sun, which is shrugged off the more enervating bond and bind of Neptune, but angles brilliantly with the planet of power, Pluto, which of course is in the serious-minded Capricorn. And I think Capricorn can be really good for Pisces here because it gives that water some boundaries. Think about a riverbed, it's shaping the direction of the flow. And I think as this week draws to a close, some of us may go through some quite profound evolutions, either within ourselves or in our overall circumstances. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.